Okay, yeah. So this is our lesson on 15th of February. Okay, so I remember we talked about this question last week, and I told you we will take a look at this question once again. So today I will talk about how to do such questions. Okay, so there is this concept you must understand first. The concept is this. Okay, so let's say you and me. Okay, so let's say if you have $1, so if I have two times your amount, so what is how much I have? $2, right? Okay, so when you say a number, please say the unit as well. Okay, so right now, let's say you have 1 kilogram of something. Okay, and then I have 3 times your amount, so what will be my amount?
3 kilograms.
Yes. Okay, so in the past we always talk about values, right? $1, 1 kilogram, 100 milliliter. So basically you are given a value. Okay, you are given a value. Okay, what's value? Value is 1, 2, 3 number, right? Okay, so over here is how much more I have compared to you. Okay, if it's 2 times, so it's times 2. If it's 3 times, you times 3. Okay, so now when you reach P6, so you need to learn algebra. Okay, you need to learn algebra. Okay, algebra, the word, the algebra, the word, right? This word, right? Algebra means letter and number together. Okay, so before this year, what you learn? You learn number. Okay, you learn number like $1, 1 kilogram, and then what do you learn for numbers? You learn addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so you learn these 4 operations with numbers. Okay, but for P6 you start to learn these two together. You start to learn letter and number, and you need to learn how to do addition,
subtraction, multiplication, and division
with
letter and number.
correct. Okay, so let's make it easier for you first. So let's say you start with $3. Okay,
Yeah.
I have $2 less than you. $2 less than you, so it's minus 2, right?
Yeah.
So how much I have?
$1.
One what? Okay, good. So can you see I use multiplication just now, right? And then over here I use what?
The subtraction.
Very good. So let's say I have $1, okay, and then you have $3 more than me, so it's plus what? $3. So your amount is, so you have $3 more than me, so your amount is
$3.
Hmm?
$4.
Okay, $4. Why $4?
Because I have 3 more
Then here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I have used what? I have used addition. Next, I have $2. Okay, and you have half the amount of me. So what you do?
Division.
Divide by
2.
So you have
1.
How do you get 1?
$1.
Yep. How do you get 1?
2 divided by 2.
Very good. So basically, can you see that with this example, we have what? We have revise multiplication, subtraction, addition, division with,
Number.
very good, with numbers. Okay, with numbers. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play with both letter and numbers. Okay, a mix. Okay, and it should be, I mean, you should use the same approach.
Y.
Okay,
Or
okay, you should use the same approach. So I want to see the difference side by side. Okay, once again, you and me. Okay, so right now over here, what is this example about? So what this example
I
about?
have $1.
You have $1 and then,
And then you have 2 times.
very good. Okay, so now instead of you having $1, you have $8, and then I have 2 times you. So what is me?
8 times
8 times 2. So what do you get? 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 2a. Because a, let's say you take a as an apple. Okay? You take a as an apple,
Yeah.
you times 2. What it means?
2 apple.
Okay? Make sense? Make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay? That's why I don't want to use x or y. But when you change it to x, let's say you change it to x, you times 2. So it's the same thing lah, 2x.
X.
Okay? But I want to use what? I want to use a first. Because a is for apple, right? So it's easier for you to understand. Okay? X is harder to find a equivalent object for x. Okay? So I use a first. Okay, so now let's say you have $8, okay? And then I have $2 less than you. So what do you do? Yeah, I try to match. So okay, last time we talked about how we use a simple example to do difficult question, right? Like how to match, right? Remember?
Yeah.
What is that simple example?
The 2
Mm.
over 6.
2 over 6?
No, wait. 2.
Okay. Mm.
The
2 what?
equals 6
Mm.
over 3.
Okay, good. So 2 is equal to 6 over 3, right? So the example is for the average is equal to total divided by number of items, right? Okay, very good. So that means so you give yourself a simple example to do this question, right? So basically you do what? You do matching, right? 6 match with,
Total.
very good. So subsequently 2 match with,
Average.
very good. So 3 match with number
Number.
of items. So similarly, your A here, right? You match with what? Your A here you match with here, which one?
3.
You match with 3, right? Okay. Match with 3. Okay. Let me erase this. So I want you to use this example to learn algebra. Use the same what? Use the same technique, or use the same approach. So in this case, how do you get 1? Because I have $2 less than you. So how do you get 1 here?
3 minus 2.
I have $2 less than you, right?
Yeah.
So it's 3 minus 2, then you get
1.
1 for me, right? So similarly, you have $8, I have $2 less than you. So what do you do here?
A minus 2.
Very good. Okay? So at this point, what I want you to do is I want you to learn how to, let's say you are given an algebra question.
Yeah.
What do you need to do?
Match.
Match with what? Very good. Match with, that means you need to be able, let's say you are given an algebra question, you need to give yourself a number example first, right? Then with the number example, then you do what? Matching. Then you can you can find out what is, how do you get the answer. Okay, so similarly you have now $B, okay, and then I have $3 more than you. So what is me? 3B. Wait. what you need to do, you need to match first, right? So you have $4. I have $3. Okay, so I have, so in this case, okay, let me do it again. I need to do it like this. This one is this way, but for this one is this way. Okay, it's this way,
Okay.
because I have $1. You have $3 more than me, right?
Yeah.
That's why you get $4. How do you get 4?
1 plus 3.
Very good. So now I need to start from, so I cannot start from here. I need to start from me, because you see the arrow is here is left to right, right?
Yeah.
Here is
Right to left.
right to left. So I need to start from this. So that means in this case, let's say me is $B, and then what? And then you have $3 more than me. So what is your? So what's you? You is. So I have $B.
Plus 3.
Yep. Why B plus 3?
Because I have 3 more.
Yep. You have 3 more than this one, right?
Yeah.
That's why you plus the B, right?
Yeah.
So if for algebra question, what you do first? You give yourself a
Numbers.
number example first, then you match and learn what is the approach here. Then you apply the approach from algebra. Similarly to this, if you don't know whether you take average times number of items or average divided by number item, you just look at this. You will know, right? So now I have $B, okay? And you have half as much as me. You have half as much as me. Half means divided by 2, right?
Yeah.
So that means, what is you?
D divided by 2.
Very good. Okay? So let's say you have $8. Okay? I have half as much as you. Okay? I have half as much as you. That means me is less or more. I have half as much as you. So I have less or more. So this one is algebra, right? What you need to do first? You need to think of a,
Number example.
yeah. So let's say you have, what number you want here? You have
2.
2. Okay, 2. So I have half as much as you. So how much I have? So I have half
2.
as much. So I have half as much. I have half as much. So how much I have? You have 2. I have half as much as you. So I have how much? Half means what?
Divided by 2.
So divide by 2. So what's this?
1.
So similarly,
Divided by 2.
then
A divided by 2.
A divided by 2, if I write in this manner, this is what? Okay, this is what manner? This is division, right? Then this one is?
Fraction.
Are they the same? Are they the same? That means 6 over 3, is it equal to 6 divided by 3? Is it?
Yeah.
So can I write it like this then?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that means when it comes to algebra question, right, what you need to do?
Give yourself a number example.
And then?
Match.
Yeah, very good. So is it easy? Easy? Easy or not?
Okay.
Good. So you know the approach already? So that means what? That means regardless, I can choose what? I can choose X. This one will change to,
2x.
if I change to Y, this one will be,
2y.
if I change it to Z, you will get,
2z.
yeah. So whichever letter you use, it does not matter much.
Sometimes
Yeah.
right, the question
Mm.
they come out 2 times x
Mm.
plus
Yep, good. That's a combination. That's a combination. Okay, that's a combination. You are right. You're very good. Okay, so that means you are thinking a step further than this already. Okay, so let's go on to that type of question. Before we do algebra, we need to give ourselves what example first?
Number.
Yeah, very good.
Example.
Yes. Okay, so let's start with once again. Okay, so now I need to have 3 person. You, me, and your mom. Okay? How much you want to have? $3. You want me to have more dollar than you or less?
More.
Okay, I have 2 times you. So how much I have?
3 times 2, 6.
6. Your mom has $3 more than me.
$3 more than you. 3 plus 6.
Which is?
9.
So, okay. These are the answer for each of us, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Then what is this? This is the operation you need to do, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So the first one is what?
The times 2.
Times 2 is 2 times, right?
Yeah.
Then the plus 3 here is 3 more, right? Than me, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right? So, do you see that the yellow color one is the operation you need to do, right? The green color, the green color highlighted one is the answer. Okay, so now, similarly, when it comes to algebra, which letter you want to have?
B.
B. Yeah, $B. I have 2 times you. So how much is me? 2 times you, right? So it's,
B times 2.
which is,
So it's 2B.
right? So your mom have $3 more than me.
So it's 2B plus 3.
Correct. Have I answered your question? The combination, like first they times, after that they add. Can you see? Can you see the similarity between these two? Can you? So next time if you encounter this problem, what do you do?
Number example.
Yeah. So you basically you start with this example lah.
Oh, but the bracket one is the same.
Which bracket?
Like
Oh, you mean okay? That means you are asking me. Sometimes you need to use a bracket, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We deal with that later. I'll give you one more example before we jump to the bracket type. Okay, can? So now, I want to give another example. You want to have how much? $2.
Okay.
Okay. I have half as much as you. Half as much. So how much you have? How much I have? You have 2. I have half as much. So how much I have? What's the meaning of half as much?
Divide
Yeah, divide by?
2.
Hold on. Half as much.
1.
So divide by 2. So it's 1, right? Okay. And your mom, listen, your mom has 50 cents less than me. So what's the operation? Your mom has 50 cents less. Minus,
50 cents.
which is 0.5, right? So your mom has?
0.5.
Okay. So can you start to see? The yellow one is still, the yellow one is the what? Operation. And then the green one is?
The answer.
Very good. And this is the number example, huh? Okay, so now, can you give me a algebra example? You want to start with what? C. Let's say you start with $C. I have half as much as you. So what you do?
Divide by 2.
So C divided by 2 is,
C divided by
I want fraction.
C over 2.
Very good. And then your mom has?
Minus
Minus 0.5, right?
0.5.
So what is the final? C divided by 2 minus?
0.5.
Correct? Okay, so that's the answer already. Make sense? Make sense? Easy? Easy or not? Yes or no? Yes? Very simple, right? Can, right? Not very hard, right? Okay, now. So now come to the bracket part. Okay, come to the bracket. Okay, you have $2. Okay, me have $3. Okay, your mom has 2 times the total of us. What's the meaning? So your mom has how much? How do you get 10?
2 plus 3.
Okay, so 2 plus 3 is the total, right? And then
Then times 2.
times 2. So that will give you 10, right? So that means what? That means the green one is the
Answer.
the green one is the value to each person. And the yellow one, which means 2 times the total of us, is the operation, which you need to figure out what to do. Okay? Okay, so now, can I use this? You have A, I have B, and your mom is? Same sentence. Your mom is?
Times 2 times
2 times the total of us. Right? So what is the total of us? In this case.
A plus B.
So you bracket it first, right? And then?
Times 2.
What if your mom has 3 times the total of us?
3 times.
Very good. 3 times the A plus B. So did I answer you with the bracket? Have I answered you the question?
Yeah.
With bracket? Okay, so once you have the bracket, right? One more technique I want to teach is you need to open the bracket. Have you learned how to open the bracket? Have you?
In school, yeah.
Mm.
But then
Mm.
don't understand.
Don't understand. So when you open the bracket, you need to draw arrow. 2 arrow. Because when you have the, okay, let's say you know this is the bracket, right? Right? This is the open bracket, this is a closed bracket. By the way, here, I can you see this is 3 times, right? Actually, I skipped the times here already. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. I skipped the time. So, okay, from now onwards, I'm not going to use these times. I'm going to use a dot. The reason is because, okay, this dot, this is 3 times 2. This one is 3.2. What's the difference? Can you see the position of the dot?
Yeah.
So how do you differentiate the two?
The 3 times 2, the dot is in the middle.
Okay, good. And then?
The 3.2, the dot is at the bottom.
Very good. So that means I'm not going to, okay, why I use the dot? Because I don't want you to confuse your x with the
3
times. I don't want you to confuse these two. It's very confusing, right?
Yeah,
Right?
that's why I have school teacher like that.
Yep. So that's why I try not to confuse you. So I'm not going to use times A. I mean, I'm not going to use the cross. I'm not going to use cross. Okay? I'm going to use a dot from now on. Can? Can or not? Okay, so when you open the bracket, right? When you open the bracket, what you do is you need to, so this is the 3, right? 3 times the bracket A plus B, right? Right? So basically, inside this bracket, right, you have the A and you have the B. Okay. And the 3, you must go into the A. You can see my arrow, right? And then you must also go into the B. Okay. So 3 times A give you what? The first arrow give you what? 3 times A give you?
3 times 8 gives you 3A.
Very good. 3 apple lah. Right? Right? If next time you cannot think 3 times A give me, then 3 times apple means?
3 apple.
Yeah, so it's 3 apple means 3A. So first arrow, 3A. Second arrow, 3 times B.
3B.
Then what is this one?
Let's add
This one. This is a what?
the operation.
Yeah, which is?
Addition.
Addition. So copy down. Can? So now I give you one example. Or I give you more example. Sorry, I'm going to give you 3 and you need to show me the answer. So you do it here. You need to show me the arrow, I mean. Okay? Okay. Can you see or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, come. See? Left hand. Yeah. Show me the arrow before you do. Yeah, leave it to you first. Give me 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Then second question. Hey, do it quickly. Very good. Okay, very good. So can I ask you, here is 2 what? This arrow is 2 what? What's the operation?
2 times A
2 times A. So here is, then this second arrow is 1/4.
times 2B.
Then you should write times 2b. That means you need to write a dot here. In between, yeah? Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so can I, it's gone. Use a cross. In this case, there is no x, use a cross. Small cross. Okay, good. So can I ask you, so let's do this together. So let's just do this one together. Just, okay, this one is correct, this one is correct. So let's do this one together. Okay, so 1/4 times what? 2b, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask you, in multiplication, 1/4 is a number or letter? Number. So I use n. So n represent number, L represent letter. Okay. So 2 is a number or letter?
Number.
B is a
Letter.
okay. So can I ask, number times number, can you combine?
Yeah.
So 1/4 times 2 equals to 2 what? 2 what? How to do multiplication? How do you do multiplication? The answer is? Answer is? Just tell me.
8 over
So 1/4 times 2. So how do you do?
1 over 4
Mm.
times
Mm.
2 over 1
Mm.
will be
The answer is
2 over 4.
2 over 4 is also half. Because you divide by 2, you divide by 2, right? Okay? So the answer is half. So that means this one, you can combine, right? Because number can combine with number, right?
Yeah.
So it's half. So the b, what to do with the b? Can the half combine with the b? That means can the number combine with the letter? Can or not? So cannot. So that means you just copy. So that means this question, this one, the last question, you can actually simplify into the front cannot already. 1/4 and a. 1/4 is a a is a
Letter.
cannot combine, right? Okay, good. But here you can combine these two, right? Half and 2 is the number, right?
Yeah.
So you combine, you get 1/4 times 2. Just now you find out is half, right?
Yeah.
And then the b, copy down. So this is the final answer for the last question. Okay? Can? Good. So yeah, so this is, so let's look at the question itself. Okay? Can? Now, it says what? The question says box A and box B. Okay? So box A contains only 50-cent coin, right? Okay, remember when it comes to coins question, I want to use this table method. I want to use the table method. Okay, I need to use table method. So this table is what? This table means this is the each. This is the number, and then this is the total. Okay, let me start with a simple example first. Okay? So let's say each day. Okay, how much is your daily allowance?
$3.
Okay, good. So that means this is allowance each day, right? How many days you receive allowance a week? 5 days or 7 days?
Oh, wait,
Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday?
Monday to Friday.
Oh, so which is how many days? So the number of days you receive allowance, right? So that is total what? Total allowance, right? Okay. So allowance per day is $3, right?
Yeah.
How many days?
5.
5. So the total allowance per week is how much? So what's the total allowance per week?
6.
Oh, okay, hold on. How come like this? Total allowance is? How do you get? So what's the total allowance? 1 day is 3, 5 days. So what's total allowance? 3 plus 5?
Yeah, 3 times
3 times
5.
5, which is equal to? Equal to what? 50. Good. How come times? Why not plus? Why not plus? Just now you plus, right? Why not plus? Why not plus?
Because you're trying to find out total allowance.
So the total is equal to each times the,
Number.
which is
Total.
very good. So it means the formula is total equals to each times number. So similarly, the total allowance is equal to each day allowance times the number of days. Good, very good. So now, then I change to another question. This is value each coin. This is number of coins. Total value. Okay, so value each coin. So what value you want? You want a 10 cent, 20 cent, 50 cent, or $1? Okay, $1. So in this bag, let's say in this bag, there are 10 $1. So what's the total value? 1 times 10. You see? Is okay. So let's say I change. Let's say I change it to 0.2, which is 20 cent, right? So what need to be changed here? The one need to be changed, right? So what's the answer? 0.2 times 10, $2, right? Okay. Okay. So very simple. Then what if this? Let me insert more. Oh, let me use another. So now, instead of, so what you want? Let me see. Okay, let's value each coin. No, let's play with allowance. Similarly, number of days. Similarly, total allowance. Right? Okay, so allowance each day is A. Number of days, let's say entire week. So total allowance is very good. 8 times 7, right? Good, good. So now, allowance each day is 3. Total allowance per week is 21. So how many days? Each day allowance is 3. Total allowance is 21. So how do you get number of days?
21.
Very good. Which is 7, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, once again. We have 5 days. Then the total allowance is 20. So what is the allowance per day?
20 divided by 5.
Very good. Which is 4. Right? Okay, good. So similarly, let's say the allowance each day is, I don't tell you the allowance each day. I will tell you number of days is B. Total allowance is 30. So how do you get allowance each day?
30 divided by 3.
Very good. Okay. So once again, I have given you what? I have given you number example. I have given you letter example. And I have also given you number and letter example. Okay? But the way it works is you need to know the table. Okay, now then I start to use this table to solve this question now. Okay? So I'm going to replicate this. Okay, let me get rid of this. First. I'm going to get rid of the contents only. Okay, so here they talk about what? Box A contains only 50-cent coin. So basically, in this case, let me insert something more. Can you see that in this case you have box A and you have box what? B, right? Right? Okay, now it says box A, so basically I still need to use each number total, right? Okay. So here it says what? Here is box A contains only 15-cent coin. So meaning value here will be value each what? Value each coin. Then here will be number of coin, right? Coin, right? So total what? Huh?
Total value.
So okay, the thing here is this. If you can define this as value each coin, right? Then here you use number of coin. That means use the coin already.
Total
So this one
coin.
has to be total. So number of coin you have already used the coin. So this has to be total what?
Value each.
Yes, value. Right? It's just like you just ask yourself like, okay, I have 50 cent. Okay, then I have two 50 cent. So you have how much? 50-cent coin, you have two of them. Total how much? $1. So $1 is the total value or coin? So in this example, how many coins you have? Then how many? Then $1 is your
The total coin.
total of coin is 2, right? Just now you said.
The total value.
Yes. So that means the first column is value per coin, right? Then here is number of coin. That means the coin already taken. So here it has to be total. Total what?
Value.
Yes. So now box A value value each coin is for box A value each coin is
50 cent.
50 cents is 0.5, right? For box B value each coin is
20
which is
cent.
which is
0.2.
0.2. Good. Okay, now it says there are 25 more coins in box B than box A. Aha, okay, now good. So this one I need to do it here. This question, I mean this statement. Let's write down this statement together. There are 25 more coins in B than A. Okay, so can I ask you, B more or A more?
B more.
B more. So B is bigger than
A.
A. Okay, so let's say the number of coin in A. Let's say the number of coin in A. Let's say the number of coin in A is A. So the number of coin in B is how much? 25 more, right?
75.
So the number
A
of coin.
plus 25.
Very good. A plus 25, right? Right? Okay. So now, the total value for box A is? How do you get total value? What operation?
Plus
This one plus which one?
0.5 plus
Plus, right? How come you plus now? Just now you do what? Just now you do what?
9.
Then how come now you say plus? So is plus or times? How to decide? How to decide whether it's plus or times? By giving you yourself a. Okay, let's give yourself a simple example here. Allowance per day is $3. How many days? 5. So the total allowance is? Total allowance is?
15.
How do you get it?
3.
So similarly, on top here is
0.5 times.
so times or plus.
9.
Then just now you say plus. So next time how you decide?
Simple example.
Very good. So here, what about here? Then how do you? Then what is the total value for box B? Similarly, no?
0.2
times what? A plus means bracket, right? Okay, make sense? Okay, so done. Okay, so now, can you, okay, on top here, 0.5 is a number or letter? A is a, can you combine? Cannot. Here you have a bracket, right? What you need to do? For bracket you need to? Just now what we do? Get rid of the bracket means what? Just now I say already, when you get rid of the bracket it means you need to, can you remember the example? Just now what we did?
The arrow.
Yes, which is open the bracket, right? Right? Arrow, first arrow and second arrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's do that for this one. Okay? Okay. Let me do it here. First arrow, I get what?
0.2 times 8.
Copy down the plus. 0.2 times 25 and calculator. Okay, so that means this one so that means this one is simplified to 0.2 A and what? Plus. Very good. So that means your this answer this one is your operation, this one is the value. Right? You remember this? This one is the operation, divided by 2.
Yeah.
This one is the very good. So similarly, so basically this one you simplify to what? 0.5 A. Right? So that means now if I ask you what is the total value of box B? What's the total value of box B?
0.2 A
Mm.
plus 1.
Okay. What's the number of coins in box B?
Number of coins are 8 plus 25.
Very good. Then what is the total value for box A?
0.5.
Very good. Okay, good. So that means for this question, we have finished. I mean, we have already translated this English, right, into this box already. And then this statement, right, this one we also have done it already, because we translate it to here already, right? So now what it says? Total amount of money in 2 boxes. Total amount. How to find total amount? Total amount means, what's the meaning of total amount? Just tell me the general meaning of total amount.
Total amount
Means
plus.
plus. Which one plus which one? 2 boxes. Which 2?
A and B.
So basically box A plus box B, they say what? Equals to
$19.
$19. Right? Then what is the value of box A? What's the value of box A?
The value of box A is
Yeah. 0.5, 0.5A. Then what is the total value for box B?
0.2A plus 5.
Equals to 19. So box A is 0.5A, right? Box B is this one, right?
Yeah.
So these two add up to 19 according to the question, right? So now what you do? Now you solve algebra. Now you solve algebra, right? Okay, so just now what I say. Can you combine these two? 0.5 apple, 0.2 apple, can you combine? You tell me. Can you combine? 1 apple and 2 apple, can you combine? 1 apple plus 2 apple, how many apple?
3.
Can it combine?
Yeah.
Same, that means same fruit can combine.
Yeah.
So here is, instead of 1 is 0.5.
Yeah.
So 0.5 apple and 0.2 apple, you end up with? Just now 1 apple and 2 apple, what do you do? Add. So 0.5 plus 0.2?
7.7.
Apple, right? So plus 5 is equal to 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this 19, so it means something plus 5 equal to 19. So if you don't know what to do, you need to give yourself a simple example. Here is plus, so we need to give ourselves a plus example. Okay, so 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So next time when it comes to plus, you need to give yourself this example. When it comes to divide, you need to give yourself 2 is equal to 6 divided by 3. But this one we cannot use this. Can we use this? Why cannot?
Because it's so different.
Very good. So here is, yeah, so here. So you do what? Matching. 0.57a is what? 2. Okay, so very good. So that means 2 is equal to what? Here 2 is equal to? Here 2 is equal to what? Play with this. 2 is equal to? 2 is 1 over 3. Here is plus, so you need to use what? Yeah, play with these two. 1 times 3, 1 divided by 3, 1 minus 3, 1 plus 3, 3 minus 1, you know. So 2 is equal to? 3 minus 1. Okay, so similarly, 0.7a is equal to?
19 minus 5.
So 0.7a is equal to 14. So a is equal to? So 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Give us a simple example. So 0.7 is your 2. A is your 3. Then 14 is your 6. So now you need to find your A, right? So similarly, you need to find your 3. How do you get 3 here then?
6 divided by 2.
Good. So similarly, A is equal to?
14 divided by 0.7.
Which is 20. So A is equal to 20. So that means here A equals to 20. If A equals to 20, A plus 25 is? A is 20. So A plus 25 is? What's the operation?
25%.
A is 20. A plus 25 is? What's the operation? You so fast forget already, man. U is A. Okay? I have $25 more than you. So me is A plus 25, right? Am I right? So now A is 20. So I have $25 more than you. So me is
17 plus
25. Yeah, similarly, so A is 20. A plus 20 is 20 plus 25, which is 45. Right? So what they ask, how much money is there in box A? Which is this one, right?
Yeah.
So 0.5 times A. So 0.5 times A is how much?
20.
So 0.5 times 20 is?
Then
Yeah. So that's the answer. Then if they ask what's the number of coins in A? What's the number of coins in A?
20.
What's the number of coins in B? Yes. Okay. Then what is the total value in B if they ask? So 0.2 times A. A is how much? No, A is how much?
20.
Plus 5. So this one will give you $9. So what is the total value in B?
0.28 plus 5.
I already give you the value of A. What? So what's the total value of box B? Where your fingers will be? Touch. Then what's the value?
9.
What's the value in A?
10.
What's the total number of coins in B? Touch.
45.
Very good. Okay. So it means with this question, right, they can test you everything you have learned so far. Okay? Can? Okay, we can take a break. So we'll move on after this. Okay? Then watch